Welcome to our exploration of one of the most notorious unsolved mysteries in American criminal history, the Zodiac Killer. This elusive figure terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area in the late 1960s and early 1970s, leaving behind a trail of fear, death, and cryptic messages that continue to baffle investigators and intrigue true crime enthusiasts to this day. Today, we delve deep into the chilling details of his crimes, the complex ciphers he left behind, and the relentless hunt for his identity. 1. The Zodiac Killer's modus operandi. The Zodiac Killer's modus operandi was marked by a series of brazen attacks on young couples in secluded areas. His initial targets were typically parked in lovers' lanes or remote spots, where he would approach them under the cover of darkness. Armed with a firearm, he would strike swiftly and violently, often leaving little chance for his victims to escape. The killer's choice of victims and locations added to the terror, as he seemed to strike at random. The Zodiac would often wear a hood or mask to conceal his identity, adding an eerie, almost theatrical element to his attacks. His meticulous planning and execution suggested a methodical mind, yet his ability to vanish without a trace indicated a deep understanding of the area's geography and law enforcement tactics. 2. The Lake Herman Road murders. The first confirmed Zodiac attacks occurred on the night of December 20, 1968, near Vallejo, California. High school students Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were parked on a remote stretch of Lake Herman Road when the killer approached their vehicle and shot them both, killing them instantly. This brutal double murder sent shockwaves through the community and marked the beginning of the Zodiac's reign of terror. The crime scene provided few clues. Shell casings were found, indicating a .22 caliber weapon, but there were no fingerprints or significant evidence to identify the killer. The lack of motive and randomness of the attack left investigators baffled and the community in fear. 3. The Blue Rock Springs attack. Just over 6 months later, on July 4, 1969, the Zodiac struck again. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau were parked at Blue Rock Springs Park, also in Vallejo, when the killer ambushed them. Mageau survived despite being shot multiple times and was able to provide descriptions of the attacker. The Zodiac soon took credit for this attack, sending letters to local newspapers that included details only the killer would know. Mageau's description of the attacker was chilling: a heavy-set man with short, light hair and wearing glasses. Despite this, the police were unable to identify a suspect. The letters sent by the Zodiac following this attack included the chilling line, "This is the Zodiac speaking," marking the first time he identified himself with the infamous moniker. 4. The infamous Zodiac letters and ciphers. The Zodiac Killer's notoriety grew as he began sending a series of taunting letters and cryptic ciphers to local newspapers. These communications often included chilling details of his crimes and threats of future violence. On August 1, 1969, he sent 3 nearly identical letters to the Vallejo Times-Herald, the San Francisco Chronicle, and the San Francisco Examiner, each containing 1/3 of a 408-symbol cryptogram. The Zodiac claimed that the cipher would reveal his identity. Although it was eventually cracked, the solution contained a disturbing message but no clear identity. The decrypted message read, "I like killing people because it is so much fun." It revealed a twisted mind who found pleasure in the terror and chaos he was causing. The Zodiac also made references to collecting slaves for the afterlife, adding a macabre layer to his motives. Despite the disturbing content, the true identity of the killer remained hidden within the unsolved ciphers. 5. The Lake Berryessa attack. On September 27, 1969, the Zodiac struck again, this time at Lake Berryessa. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were relaxing by the lake when a hooded figure approached them, brandishing a gun and a knife. The attacker tied them up before brutally stabbing them. Shepard succumbed to her injuries days later, while Hartnell survived and provided a detailed description of the assailant and his terrifying costume. The Zodiac left a handwritten message on Hartnell's car door, detailing the attack and adding to his gruesome tally. The attack at Lake Berryessa was particularly horrifying due to the costume worn by the Zodiac, a black hood with a white crossed circle symbol, a knife, and a gun. This image would become one of the most iconic and chilling symbols of the Zodiac's reign of terror. Hartnell's testimony provided crucial details, yet the killer remained elusive. 6. The murder of Paul Stein. The Zodiac's next confirmed victim was Paul Stein, a cab driver in San Francisco, killed on October 11, 1969. Stein was shot in the head by a passenger he picked up in the city's Presidio Heights neighborhood. Unlike previous attacks, this murder occurred in a populated urban area. The Zodiac even mailed a piece of Stein's bloodied shirt to the San Francisco Chronicle, confirming his involvement. This brazen act intensified the public's fear and law enforcement's urgency to catch him. Witnesses saw a man wiping down Steiner's cab before casually walking away, suggesting a level of calmness and confidence. Despite this, police arriving on the scene initially mistook the suspect's description, leading to a crucial delay in the investigation. The Zodiac's ability to blend into urban settings added a new dimension to his threat, suggesting he could strike anywhere, anytime. 7. The hunt for the Zodiac Killer. Despite an extensive investigation and numerous suspects, the Zodiac Killer managed to evade capture. Over the years, many theories and potential suspects have emerged, but none have been definitively proven to be the Zodiac. Advances in forensic technology, such as DNA analysis, continue to provide new leads, yet the killer's identity remains one of the greatest mysteries in criminal history. The Zodiac's ability to taunt authorities and the public while remaining elusive has only added to his infamy. Notable suspects have included Arthur Lee Allen, whose connection to the Zodiac case was heavily scrutinized, yet insufficient evidence prevented a conclusive link. More recent efforts have focused on genetic genealogy, a technique that successfully identified the Golden State Killer. Despite these efforts, the Zodiac's true identity remains a mystery, fueling ongoing speculation and investigation. 8. The legacy of fear. In the decades since the Zodiac Killer's reign of terror, his legacy has left an indelible mark on the San Francisco Bay Area and beyond. The fear and uncertainty sparked by his brutal attacks and cryptic messages continue to haunt the memories of those who lived through his reign of terror. Despite numerous investigations, suspects, and theories, the identity of the Zodiac Killer remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American criminal history. The Zodiac Killer has been the subject of numerous books, films, and documentaries, each attempting to unravel the mystery and understand the mind behind the mask. The fascination with the case is a testament to its complexity and the chilling nature of the crimes. The Zodiac's ability to capture the public's imagination ensures that his legacy of fear endures. As we come to the end of our investigation into the chilling crimes and cryptic messages of the Zodiac Killer, one thing remains abundantly clear. The legacy of fear left behind by this enigmatic figure continues to haunt the San Francisco Bay Area and captivate the world. From the brazen attacks on young couples to the cryptic letters sent to local newspapers, the Zodiac Killer's reign of terror remains one of the most enduring mysteries in American criminal history. Despite decades of investigation and countless theories, the identity of the killer remains shrouded in mystery, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and unresolved trauma. But amid the darkness, there is hope. Advances in forensic technology and investigative techniques offer new opportunities for law enforcement to crack the case and bring closure to the families of the Zodiac's victims. And the enduring fascination with the case ensures that the hunt for the Zodiac Killer will continue for years to come. As we reflect on the chilling crimes and cryptic messages of the Zodiac Killer, let us remember the victims whose lives were tragically cut short and the families who continue to seek justice. And let us remain vigilant, for the truth behind this enduring mystery may yet be revealed. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of the Zodiac Killer. Stay tuned for more true crime investigations.